Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first match of the day. We are on Finals Monday. 4 straight finals. We are at the 20th IRF Racquetball World Championships. I am your host, Dean Baer. Joining me in the booth is Gary Mazura. First of all, Gary, guten Morgen, buen dia. How are you?
Buen dia. We are well, my friend. Thank you for the invitation.
We had a very lengthy day yesterday with semifinal matches, 7 of them, and every single one was fantastic. But finals today, Gary. Costa Rica, Andrés Acuña taking on Alex Landa. How did these guys get here? Well, let's be honest, Landa is the #1 seed in the first round. Shai Manzuri dispatched him in 2. Second round in the quarters was a quarterfinal match with Guatemala, Juan Salvatierra. That was an 11-7 breaker, and then Moscoso an 11-6 emotional breaker for Landa. The #2 seed, Acuña, took out Felipe Camacho. Ugalde from Ecuador, Mercado from Colombia, and now he's up against Landa. I think that was an ace to start it off, point #1. No. One up, one down. We got an appeal already. That's one appeal lost for USA. Acuña serving well to start the match. Can he keep it up, Gary? That's what we talked about yesterday against Mario Mercado. Mario came out really serving well, but it's very hard to keep that happening.
He's tuned in. Coach Travers said, have fun, play well. That's his mantra. USA coach Jim Durham, one at a time.
And Landa, what do you want to say? Fortunately or unfortunately, he's a slow starter. He likes to slow start game #1, shoots bottom board, misses a lot in game 1. So he usually gives up not gives up, but he usually doesn't win game 1. So game 1, I think, is an important start for Landa. He was already in a couple of tiebreakers, like I said. Against Moscoso, he lost game 1 15-3 and then ended up winning game 2. That's a big turnaround. So let's see what Landa can do as we're tied up as 1 here. And that's another ace. Now Landa is serving well. This is a very, very fast start to this match. Both of these players like to really start fast. They are using the Gearbox Black. Gearbox Ball is the official ball of the IRF. Check them out online, www.gearboxsports.com. That's a good serve from Landa. Cambio, switch it up. Costa Rica is in full force here. I'll tell you a little bit of a difference. Costa Rica, they do have more fans here. They got a lot of juniors that are here, but Team USA is over there.
Short serve. First to 15 wins a game. If it goes to third game, tiebreak, it's 11 points. Win by 1 in international play.
Both players have 3 appeals. USA already used 1. That's a skip point. I want to say hi to Sergio Acuña. I don't see him in the chat box, but I have to assume he's watching.
Great assumption, Dean. We got that one. 2-2. Empate, pre-matter set. Ball still live.
Front wall, side wall, kill from Landa. Landa, this is the first time on the world stage with Team USA on the back of his shirt, and I think he has something to prove.
Great comeback win yesterday.
Excellent comeback against Conrado Moscoso.
As Acuña came back as well with Mercado.
Landa definitely wanted a screen or a dead ball hinder there. Didn't get it. Probably not going to appeal at 2-2. Losing already 1 appeal early on. That would be a tough thing to do.
Game management is crucial. That's why they have their coaching staffs. We saw yesterday Team Bolivia was pretty much void of a coaching staff, and it probably cost them the match.
Nice little pin. He was doing that all day yesterday on Mercado. Actually, both of them were hitting that pinch really, really well. Landa's a very animated player. Like I said before, he shoots bottom board. He makes a lot of them.
See the waving of the Costa Rican flag over there in the stands, Dean.
Yeah, the president of the federation came over and gave us some chocolates from Costa Rica.
You ate them all.
I didn't eat them all, but there's a dent. I made a dent, that's for sure. Chocolate is my weakness. That and coffee, and we have both of them.
Yeah, I look at it as a strength.
Look at that serve. That was a fantastic, but a very weak third shot. But a nice fifth one. Point Costa Rica. Acuña jumps out to a 4-2 lead. I'd say I'm not concerned with the score early on. I think both of these guys are going to get their nerves kind of settled. I can't imagine the nerves in someone like Andrés Acuña, or if has another ace from Acuña. That's his second of the game. The first serve he had was an ace also. I'm not sure if the pressure really is on Acuña or it's on Landa. I'm not sure.
It's on both, my friend. This world title, top seed in the World Games coming up next summer in Birmingham, Alabama, USA. That'll be a Sembrada single elimination event, singles only. 16 players, men and women.
There's that pinch. Landa was all over. Definitely shot selection for Andrés Acuña. He had Landa pretty much standing there waiting for the pinch. And then I don't know if he knew where Landa was.
Yeah, he left it up. We're here on the championship court at the Centro Deportiva. This is a new complex, folks. 10 beautiful courts. This one has a 40-foot long vidrio glass side wall. Difficult to pick up that ball off that tee.
Well, one of the things that makes it extremely difficult is the bleachers are black, and obviously the people have all their different colors on, but the ball is black.
Officials are dressed in black. Poncho Gomez from Colombia is our head official.
Wow, shoot down the line, Costa Rica, Andrés Acuña. It's a side out, 5-3.
Franco Copandecki from Argentina is one lines person on the right, and Fabian Torres from Colombia is on the left.
Want to say a big shout out to the famous #1 ranked player on the professional tour, Daniel De La Rosa, watching in the box. Vamos Landa, one of his buddies. Glad to see you watching. Oh, he picked that up. Good little swipe down the line for Landa. I think that's going to be the key. The lines are going to be the key here. Obviously, the serves, they both got bombs, so whoever gets those serves in. But I think whoever really utilizes those lines the best, I feel will win.
Want to say hello to Daniel's wife, Michelle. The Keys family. We're confident they're all watching. In the Phoenix area in Arizona.
Gilbert, Arizona. So Landa climbing back at 4-5. Want to say a big thank you to Court Wars. You saw that commercial all week, presented by Williams Accounting, one of the sponsors of this event. Behind the back, Landa goes up top with it, and decent ceiling ball. 2-bounce get there. As well as the Zurich Foundation, sponsor of the broadcast. And of course, Planeta Racquetball. I mean, they got people all week here taking videos for Planeta Racquetball. Check them out online, Facebook, Instagram. They're really trying to do good things for the sport of racquetball.
Short serve called by Gomez, our head ref.
Corto. I know it's early, Gary, but we really got to say a big thank you to the entire staff here in the Guatemala complex, Guatemala City, Guatemala, as well as the IRF. I mean, they're hosting a fantastic event, and bringing racquetball together is a good thing. As Point Acuña, yeah. 6'4".
Patented left side pinch with that backhand. Dr. Estuardo Ware, head of the federation here in Guatemala. Osvaldo Maggi, head of the IRF. Want to send our best to Luc St. Ange, Secretary General of the IRF, recuperating in Colorado Springs.
Landa thought he skipped, and he's calling for an appeal. He's going to appeal the serve, not the skip. Originally, it was a... Disagree. The ball was short. That's a really good call from Landa's partner, Charlie Pratt. Landa was appealing the skip almost instantly. I don't think the ref saw him. That was good. Charlie Pratt was animated up there, yelling at him to appeal the serve.
Court hinder on that one. Replay it. First serve.
So there's teamwork, Gary. You know, when you got you got the eyes in the back of the court for you.
Yeah. Also is a good ploy for Landa to look at his coaching staff, which now includes Charlie Pratt. Yesterday, Team USA, the girls, they started appealing. They lost a couple of their appeals. They didn't have any left.
Pretty early, yeah. Agree with you.
Great.
Kill shot, Landa.
Court presence, footwork, speed, and execution by Landa with the backhand. Cross-court winner. 4-6, game 1. 20th IRF World Racquetball Championships here in Guatemala City, the capital, La Capital. For those of you that do not know, we'll have another World Championship in the even year next year. That'll be the 21st version. Because effectively, Dean, this is the 2020 event.
As Acuña skipped an easy one, Landa gets back, serving 5-6. Landa is right there, punto, 6-6, tied up. So Tim Baghurst is asking Gary, when and where will the Worlds be next year? Well, they have their Birmingham games, so is there an event?
Well, it's going to be close to it, but it'll be in, we believe, Mexico, San Luis Potosí. Turnaround from yesterday's first game for Landa.
Absolutely, he's coming out. I said it before, he's coming out with a chip on his shoulder, and it's showing. But Acuña's giving him the run, and these guys are playing well, both of them. So what's good is we get to see some good racquetball. Landa hit that straight down Broadway. Again, got to use the lanes.
Had the right side lane open. 6-7, game 1. Great serve, better return. Side out. 1 point lead for Landa. Estados Unidos. 7-6 sobre Acuña, Costa Rica.
Karen Bredenbeck is asking, has the Worlds ever been in U.S.? And if not, how could we make that happen? Now, let me answer the second part. I was talking to Oswaldo, and he said he would love to be there. They need a host city, and it takes a tremendous effort of sponsors. So I'm definitely on board trying to bring it to the United States, Karen, and that's something that a group of fanatics should really get together and try to make that happen.
Karen, we'll go over the cities where the Worlds have been held, and the answer to your question is yes, actually twice. So along with South Korea, the U.S. has hosted this event twice, all other countries once. We'll go over those countries when we have a break, and we have a break, so let's go over it. 12 countries have hosted this event: Canada, USA, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, then in South America, Venezuela, and Bolivia. Europe, Germany and Ireland, and Asia, South Korea. And Orlando and Phoenix hosted this event. Orlando in 1986, Phoenix 1996. South Korea hosted the event in 2004 in Anyang, which is a suburb of Seoul. 6 years later, in 2010, in Seoul. So hopefully that answers your question. And as Dean alluded, we'd love to do it in the States. You need a facility with at least 8 courts. And not only that, as importantly, is you need a governing body that's supportive and certainly a lot of sponsors.
And to be honest, I think a stadium court should be mandatory if you're having a world event, because if you can watch from this facility, a lot of people can get around the court here. It's just a fantastic, 2-wall glass court. And it just makes for a better broadcast for you guys at home watching. Acuña misses another easy one. Landa, double digits.
We agree with you, Dean, and it's a given that there's at least one stadium court with ample seating.
Point, Landa, ace. I think that's his first.
2 Acuña, 1 for Landa.
11-6. What a start to game number 1. Look how fast it's going. Get off the back wall, set up Acuña. Again, the pinch, got to use those lines. Good grab off the back wall. We got a rally here. Pinch, Landa's there, goes up top, great get. Two bounces, Acuña called it on himself right away. And the fire coming from Alex Landa with the fist pump, looks at his team.
We said it before yesterday, Landa's on a mission, Dean.
I feel that way. Listen, it's no disrespect to Acuña because he's actually playing lights out all weekend. He's the 2 seed for a reason, rightfully so. Played amazing in pool play.
Great
and in the main bracket.
Great wraparound there by Landa.
There's the lines. Use your lines until you open up that pinch. Landa did it absolutely wonderful. 13, serviendo 6. 13-6. Players will take a break, and we will too. We'll be back right here on the International Racquetball Federation.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Alejandro Beltran. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, everyone, to our first final matchup. We got the men's. The lineup for the day is men's finals, followed by the women's finals. I think we'll have an hour break, depending on how long the matches go. Then we got men's doubles, followed by the last match of the day will be the women's doubles finals. We'll go through that schedule later. Second serve.
Costa Rica coaching staff somewhat subdued.
Yeah, you have to expect Landa to come out fired. Hey, used to the lines, say it again. Good pickup.
%70.
Good serve. Karen again is in the chat box. Jake's mom saying the University of Minnesota would be fantastic. They have some stadium courts. Pablo's been there, so he knows the layout. She would help with fundraising. Karen, I'll be honest with you, I will help with fundraising as well. I would love to see this event in the United States. So we need to make a racquetball committee.
Thank you for your input, Karen.
Kill shot down the line. Costa Rica, well needed side out. He's down 6-13.
2 straight side outs. Empty inning for Landa. Now Acuña needs to take advantage, peck away at that lead.
Too many pinches from Acuña. Yeah. Alex is reading them.
Alex is uncanny with that around the wall ball when he's off balance. Acuña hit a great shot, deep court, and Alex was able to neutralize the point, ultimately win it. 13-6 game 1, 2 points from winning the first game.
Did he call a wet ball?
If he did, it's a court hinder and replay it.
Well, no one appealed. No one tried to say anything, so
first serve again.
There's the pinch again from Acuna. Acuña's really making game 1 difficult for himself, and it comes down to shot selection.
Yeah, he took it early, which was a good move, but he took the wrong shot. Alex has been overplaying that right side for the left up pinch. Consequently, it's point 14. First game point in game 1.
Yeah, Todd Boss from ProRacquetballStats.com in the chat box. Todd, I think these guys met twice. We were talking about that earlier in international play, and they're 1-1. But Todd, if you can put that information, I'd appreciate it. Game point number 1. And a nice rip of the serve by Costa Rica. Holds off game point 1. Left it up. So did Landa. Skipped it in. Both players, that was a sloppy rally right there. Landa got the better of it.
Ultimately he did. Acuña was in control the whole way. He did everything to win the point, win the point.
Yeah, and our second opportunity for Alex Landa, I think Coach Tom Travis really has to get him to use his lines a little more. I think he's really pinching just a little too much. Landa's all over it.
We were talking about Mercado doing the same thing yesterday.
Yeah. And it was the opposite. Acuña was all over the pinch. But what is Alex doing? Alex is using the lanes. So that's game point number 2. Held off.
Didn't fool him a bit. Right on top of that right side drive.
Cambio. Yes, we were right on the IRF. These guys are 1-1. Todd, if you can also put down where they played and in what round, that would be great data for some of the fans here watching and for us, to be honest.
Todd, we think it's Costa Rica and Barranquilla in Colombia.
It's a short ball. We got 1 ace from Landa, 2 from Acuña this game number 1. It's a pretty fast game. See, Acuña likes to attack that. Landa's going to go up top again. Who's going to make the mistake to shoot? No, so far it's no one. Landa takes it from shoulder height and rips it down the line. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 15-6. Team USA pretty excited.
Very impressive game by Landa. Let's see if he can sustain it. We'll see coming into game 2 what the Costa Rican coaching staff does for adjustments.
Yeah, and on Team USA side, I'm interested to see the start of game 2 on Landa, his demeanor, his focus, to see if he stays with his foot on the pedal or if he lets off a little bit. Players are taking a break. We will too. We'll be back right here for the start of game 2 on the International Racquetball Federation.
The Colorado Springs Sports Corp brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
Welcome back, folks. Gary Mazeroff, Dean Baer, Rafael Gatica, Pablo Farge, and Dean Shear. We're here at the Stadium Court, Guatemala City, La Capital.
I don't know, you're giving Pablo a little too much credit. I think he's taking off this match. He's just standing around.
Well, he's the CEO. We have to recognize him. So you're watching Alejandro Landa representing USA for the first time. He lives in El Paso, Texas, originally from Ciudad Juarez. He's playing against the top player, number 2 seed from Costa Rica, Andrés Acuña. This is the final for all the marbles here at the 20th edition of the World Racquetball Championships under the tutelage of the IRF, International Racquetball Federation. Alex won game 1, 15-6. He has the serve for game 2. Take it away, Dean.
Landa's serving.
Poncho Gomez from Colombia, head official. Franco Copandecki from Argentina, one lines person, and Fabian Torres from Colombia, the other.
Good shot down line. Both players wearing their whites now. Changed it up. Actually, Landa had his white on. Change of a shirt for Andrés Acuña. Now Acuña getting his first chance to serve. There's the pinch, left up again. Again, shot selection.
It was a theme yesterday with Mercado. We talked about this. Tough all of a sudden to change your lifestyle, if you will. Because whatever, it's not working for Acuña. He's leaving those up, and Landa's grabbing them.
Both of these players really shuffle well. They kind of use their feet to move on the court a lot. That was a nice wide angle, but it stayed up again. Pinch again, right to Landa. His pinches are up. They're hitting that side wall. and on the non-glass side wall, the left side wall, it's concrete. So if you guys are watching at home, the front wall's panel, but the side wall's concrete. So if you don't hit that right, the ball's staying up almost all the time.
Use the lanes, especially the right side with the extended glass. You got 40 feet of glass and the crowd.
David, we apologize. We're not on YouTube. There was some credentials for the YouTube stream system, so we do apologize for that. But Landa, 2-0.
It's early in the second game. Yeah, Andrés has to get some momentum here. That'll help.
See, that was a good pinch, okay, only because he rolled it. If it stayed up, Landa's right there. He missed it by inches.
Yeah.
But again, he's pinching with Landa in the front.
Yet he really didn't have many options on that. It was such a forcing serve by Landa.
Very good point, Gary. Thank you. So
when he's up front there, in front of the 20-foot line, the service line, go down the left side wall, wide angles against that glass. He hasn't done that.
No, he hit a wide angle before, and it was on the other side. It was on the concrete side.
Against the concrete, yes.
And Landa tracked it pretty well. But it was noticeably good because it was not a pinch. You know, we've been seeing, you know, pinch, and Landa's reading the pinch. He's stepping up, and the pinch is up, and he's just ripping it. It doesn't matter where Landa puts it because he's killing the ball. He's not re-pinching.
Correct. Second inning for serve, Acuña. First one came up empty. He's down 0-2 in game 2. He lost the first 15-6.
Wow, that pinch hit that side wall and rolled. So no second bounce.
No,
the first bounce was up, but it hit that side wall and just flat rolled.
Unintended, but that was a great splash by Landa.
That's a new shot. It's called the splash, courtesy of Makarov. Quote of the day. Skipped in, point Landa. Landa's putting pressure, and I'll tell you, from a professional standpoint, the last few outings Landa had on the professional tour have not gone his way. He has not been playing good racquetball. Here he is, USA on the back, playing lights out so far.
Much to the chagrin of Tom Travers, much to the joy of Jim Durham and Malia Bailey.
What a good showing this tournament for Team USA. The women's finals, the men's semifinals, men's finals, women's finals. I mean, they're medaling all over.
Yeah, Team Mexico and Team USA both have 3 finalists. See how it plays out at the end of the day, Dean. Also have a finalist from, well, obviously Costa Rica here, Acuña, and Bolivia. Men's doubles from Bolivia, Moscoso and Keller
Set
play
up.
Team Mexico.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. That was a setup for Landa, and he ripped it cross court, skipped it in.
Balls are veering off that back. That's not what he wants. He had those 2 aces first game.
Then he's been quiet in the service box.
Yeah. Needs to replicate them to get back in this match.
There's an ace. First one of game 2. So are we discussing how Rhonda's doing? Rhonda's doing fine. She played her 3rd place match before. She'll be in the finals for the ladies doubles, along with Erica Mania.
She won her 3rd place match. Usually 3rd places aren't played, but since this is a qualifier for the
she won the
World
match.
Game, she won the match.
Against Natalia Mendez?
Correct.
Wow.
I believe it was 2-0.
Was that an ace, Landa?
So Acuna aces Landa down the right. Landa comes in and says, no problem. I'll ace you down the left. One ace each in this game.
I think we're seeing a towel cleanup.
2 1-minute timeouts per game per player or team. Unlimited number of timeouts, official times. 3 usable appeals. If there's a replay or an overturn, then it's not a used appeal. Wow, Dean.
Fantastic shot, Andrés Acuña. But he's down 1-5. Needs to score some points here. Bad serve, but a good rally for Acuña. Wow. They both shot it back right to each other. Let's take a look.
Watch these quick hands on both players' parts.
Landa, all he has to do is make a ceiling ball here.
Yeah, well, easy from out here, but
I know. Look at the slide and the floor cleanup by Landa. It's a good dusting of the floor.
Have you ever tried to hit a ceiling ball from 13 feet from the front wall?
Yes. It's my favorite shot.
I saw you practicing earlier, and you're good at it.
I want to swing. I want to hit. I think tomorrow is a light day for me, I think. And I'm going to try to play a little racquetball, work out. You know, got to keep the mind going.
Well, you're keeping the body going with these Costa Rican chocolates.
Look at that little pinch and the fist pump. A nice slow fist pump with a slow pinch. So Landa really controlling the court. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the IRF Racquetball World Championships. The winner will be the first seed at the World Games, if they elect to go.
Correct. Top 16 qualify. Actually, the top 12, and then Europe and Asia are entitled to 2 players each.
Big setup.
Left up. Oh, my.
Landa pinched it. So, Gary, question in the box. What is the rule when a player throws his racket to get the ball? Assuming he would have his wrist cord on, I'm sure. That would be a legal play, right?
Legal, L-E-G-A-L, legal.
Legal.
As long as the safety thong is around the wrist, it's okay.
Short. So what we're not seeing from Andrés Acuña today is those serves from yesterday. Although he has about three aces, I think, total, we're not seeing the effectiveness of the drive serve like we saw yesterday. Pinch.
Came back from where he came. Andrés was right, moving into the middle, and Landa cross-court right side winner.
Todd Boss, I was thinking the exact same thing. Gary said thong.
Well, you're in Virginia, Todd. You call it what you want.
Short serve. 5-2, game 2. Landa, the 1 seed. Acuña, the 2 seed. United States, Costa Rica, game 2. There's a down the line, but a good get by Landa. That skipped in. Landa was all over it, though. Again, Landa's reading the shot that Acuña's taken very, very well.
Let's go back to that safety cord, thong, whatever you want to call it.
Wrist cord.
Wrist cord. As long as it's not intentional. You start flinging that thing, then you stop play and you assess a technical foul.
For abuse of equipment?
Yes. Safety's #1 issue on the court, folks.
Good cross court. What a nice pickup by Landa. Set up. What did it hit? It hit the ceiling?
Hinder de la cancha. Repite.
I know, but what was the hinder? What did it hit? The light fixture? Funny? Because I didn't see the ball change direction or anything like that.
According to Gomez, our head official, the ball took an unfair bounce, at which time he'll call a court hinder.
Landa's getting those. Here comes a nice plum for Acuña. And Landa gets that one. Can't give him that many, and he skips it. The pressure Landa's putting on Costa Rica right now by getting all those balls, Gary. What he's telling Andres is, you better roll it, buddy,
exactly.
Or I'm getting it.
Every shot has to be better. He put it in the floor. The animation of Alex on a mission with a capital M. 5-2 game 2, trying to close this out, be the IRF World Champ for 2020.
I think he called it a screen, did he say? Or short? Called a screen serve.
Tough call there. Ball was going right to the deep left corner. I'm not sure. But we're not going to question Gomez's quality ref. We want to thank all the 18 officials yesterday, 12 hours.
Yeah, you know, we talked on the broadcast last night that there was a lot of calls overturned, but all 3 of those officials last night, they worked 12 hours of officiating racquetball, and that's tough.
As we go along, chances are more of these drive serves are going to be short. Drive Z left. Set up. Landa with the fist pump. Another left up ball by Acuña.
Acuña's serving, you know, and he's getting himself into a rally, but he's not winning those rallies when he's serving in order to score points.
Yes, on the other side, he's fortunate, in my opinion, that he's only down by 3 in this game.
I'm going to agree with you right there, because he's also playing amazing defense, and he's really, you know, putting pressure on Landa to not score points. It's literally a tug of war in there right now.
Tug of war, yes.
They're going just back and forth.
It might be one of the events in the World Games, by the way.
Good grab by Landa.
Left up again.
Down the line, but a great get by Acuña.
Nobody home right side.
Let me tell you, I told Landa yesterday, I think that's one of his best shots. When he takes that backhand and he goes cross court with it, he's very deceptive. You really can't see where he's going, if he's pinching, if he's going down the line, or if he's going cross court. And he rarely skips that ball. It's always a really good shot for him. But he doesn't use it as often.
And he has the ally in that glass, 40-foot glass side wall. Great serve.
Acuña thought it was short. Point. He might appeal.
Appeal with a serve. And the answer is no. He called a timeout.
So if he called a timeout, can he still appeal that last play? Once he calls a timeout and walks off, isn't that play final?
No, it's final.
Wow. I don't know if his camp was trying to get him to appeal the serve or not, and he didn't. He thought it was short, but like I said, he called that timeout. We're at 7-2. And you'll see these players right here.
We'll stay here,
Yeah.
folks. Thank you for tuning in.
Look, nothing to say. No, say nothing right here. Pat on the back, right, as a coach.
He's tuned in.
Look, pat on the back.
Landa's tuned in.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that up. I'm surprised Landa came off the court. But needless to say. You see Acuña.
Little water, towel off, go back in.
But you can see Tom Travers and Acuña, they're quiet. You know, they're reserved. He's got this cheering section behind him. But the words of wisdom have already been said. What was needed to say was said instantly when he comes off the court. So it's fresh.
7-2 lead for Landa. Game 2. First to 15 will win the game. If Acuña can come back, folks, tiebreak would be 11 points, win by 1.
Yeah, 15-6 was game 1. It's looking to be the same. Look at that bullet of a serve by Landa.
Shots like that will help Acuña. So
always, Landa's going to appeal his own serve. He's appealing his own serve. Disagree. That's twice Team USA with the assist in the stands right there.
great read by Team USA. No appeal used.
That's twice he lost a rally and a side out, and he made an appeal, and it was overturned, second serve.
To no avail, other than another rally played. So a towel timeout here. See how long it takes.
Want to say hello to Tato Rojas watching in Stockton. Tato, we miss seeing you on the world stage. Acuña, pretty good. You know, even though he lost that last kind of appeal and Landa had another opportunity, Acuña stayed focused in there, got himself back in the service box.
We're not sure the string tension for the viewer that wanted to know the string tension on these players' racket. We don't know that.
So you guys are in the chat box. Hit that like button. Put the flag in there. Are you looking for USA? Are you looking for the Costa Rica comeback? Put the flag in there, guys. Nice setup off the back wall. The Acuña pinch is actually heating up.
Point 3, game 2, Acuña serving. Dana was a similar scenario yesterday, and he came back and won against Mercado. Can he do it again? That's the question of the day. Can he do it again? Ball down.
Cambio. Switch it up. Landa serving. 7-3.
And we talked about this. So Landa gave him a point. Acuña hasn't bunched any points.
No, the 1 and 2s were flying, exactly. But it's a lot of zeros. Again, in the chat box, they're saying the defense has been winning. Wow, bullet of a serve.
Once again, each player has 3 usable timeouts. If either linesperson disagrees with the call, it's a used appeal here. That's different than USA rules.
Pinch, kill, fist pump, Acuña.
Alejandro and Carlos's folks sitting right behind the Costa Rican coaching staff.
So in the chat box, we'll get to that in a second. Another pinch rollout. Now his pinches are starting to heat up. So in the chat box, they're saying they don't like that you can appeal your own serve. So my question to you is why? If the serve isn't good, why should the rally count? Your thoughts?
Why not? It's a rule. You can do it. Remember, they only have 3. Usually, a good point, usually it won't work, but it's worked twice here, has it not?
Yeah.
If you want the rule change, submit it to your national federation. They'll review it, and chances are, in a couple of years, it will be a rule change.
Acuña had his arm up like he was looking like he was screened out, but then he realized that ball wasn't going anywhere. Down the line, perfect. Landa. So we talked yesterday about runs. We're seeing the Acuña run, and if you're Alex Landa, you have to expect Andrés make that charge. He's not just going to roll over, and it's just how you hold him off. But I think Landa needs to score points, and there he is right there with his second ace of this game. He's looking for a screen.
Whether he saw that ball or not, he wasn't going to get it.
Agreed, 1 up, 1 down. Interesting enough, the line judge on that side is the one that disagreed with the ref. He probably had the best vantage point.
So that's a used appeal on behalf of Costa Rica. Acuña has 2 remaining this game.
Cross-court winner by Alex Landa.
Into that video. Great shot.
Fantastic. 9-4, 2 quick points by Landa.
So you're talking about runs. Andrés made a small run of 2. Look here. 2.
Landa evened it up.
9-4. 5-point deficit for Landa.
Corto. Once again, want to thank the host city and the host federation, Guatemala City, Guatemala, the Guatemalan Federation, led by Dr. Ware.
Drive Z left side.
Left it up.
He's calling encroachment.
Wow, that's a point, Landa.
Folks.
Tom Travers instantly with the appeal, and he goes. Agreed. Call stands.
So 2 things here, folks. 1, Andrés has used his second appeal. He has 1 left. 2, he encroached on the receiving line. He struck the ball. He penetrated the plane of the receiving line at contact, according to Gomez, the official.
Landa double digits. Wow, nice shot down the line by Andrés Acuña to stop the bleeding. Goes back into the box at 4-10.
Left up pinch by Landa, right side. Down the line pass pure by Acuña with the backhand. Resume play now. Acuña needs to now bunch some points, Dean.
Well, I understand. I think he needs 1, and there's a crack ace. Ooh.
Okay, an appeal.
Landa appealed instantly. Disagree. Hashtag replay.
No appeal used. Landa still has 3.
Let's see. Did Landa get it? There's the 1 bounce. Landa, he was on it. He got it. Second, oh no, first serve. Front wall, side wall, winner. But it started out with that really good first serve. I think he's got a equipment timeout.
30 seconds to replace his
Broken
racket.
strings.
No coaching.
10-5, ladies
Should be
and
no
gentlemen.
commentary between Andrés and his coaching staff. Get the racket. He's checking to see which one is the best fit.
Took a couple of really deep breaths. Leads me to believe the nerves are shaking in there. Got to calm himself down.
5-10 game 2. Andrés Acuña, Costa Rica. Alex Landa, USA. World title on the line. Back to the ceiling. Broken ball. First serve. I want to thank Gearbox and the patented gearbox black racquetball, the official ball of the International Racquetball Federation. First serve again. 5-10. Here in Guatemala City, the capital. Different twist on that.
Looked for the crack.
Looking to Travers, see what serve he should put in.
Well, Landa's going to attack whatever lob he does here. Oh, no, he has to go back because it's a good one.
Left up. Winner.
But look what he did. Look at the respect these two guys have. But look what he did down the line.
Pure. Straight in, straight back. Second bounce, deep court. For those of you newer to the game, that's the best shot in the game. Use the length of the court. Short serve called by. He doesn't want to use his last appeal here, Dean.
It would be tough, too. Landa retrieved it. Landa got the ball, so he would only get, let's take a look at the replay.
He'd get another first, yeah, it was
short. Oh, it was short.
Even if it's overturned, so it's first serve again. The previous point, he won on his second serve, the good lob.
Pinch, left it up.
Six, 10-6. Each point here by Landa puts added pressure on Acuña. Short again. With time, more of those drive serves are going to come up short. Legs start to go.
These guys are tired. Skipped it. Point 11. Landa 11-6 on our IRF scoreboard. Once again, this is the World Racquetball World Championships qualification for the World Games. Wow, had him going the other way. Ace Landa.
One of the things about one criteria for a screen is that you're in a reasonable position to return the ball.
Well, he was on the other side.
Yeah, he's on that yo-yo string, leaning towards the left side. Sure, he was screened out, but that was on his own accord.
12-6. Landa serving. Short serve.
Alex Landa, El Paso, Texas. Team USA looking for their first gold medal in this championship.
Landa holds it, saves it. Good save. Landa's really reading Acuña well. And here comes a plum of a shot off the side wall. Pinch, winner, Landa, 2 points away from becoming a world champion.
Timeout on the floor, so Acuña's used both of his timeouts. If he wants, he has one appeal left in game 2.
Yeah. I mean, but you can clearly see here, again, nothing being said in Camp USA over there. Nothing. And rightfully so. You don't help him, give him a drink, give him a towel, say absolutely. Malia's fanning him. Look, you can see that. But conversation over on this camp. And this is important because you're down 13-6, and as a coach, you know what? You need to keep your player positive.
Exactly. He's done that before. He's come back.
Correct.
Thus far in this match, and let's qualify it, thus far, Acuña has not had any answers.
No. And again, it's appearing, and the game's not over, but it's appearing that the moment is just right for Landa.
Mission.
Well, 2 points away. And back to that forehand side with it. It's been getting him some aces. Second serve coming up. Landa's going to let Andres shoot. Good retrieving.
That's unnerving. Good shots, but he just neutralizes those balls.
Sidewall winner. Wide angle pass down the line. Just clip that, Vidro. And Landa gets his first opportunity for match point. Team USA on edge. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Landa, drive serve. Ace the forehand. Nope, goes for a jam, skips it in. Alex Landa, world champion, USA. Gary, your thoughts?
Congratulations, Alex. Congratulations, Andres. A great tournament. Alex has been on a mission. And you know, his last serve was a jam. He hadn't used that the entire match.
None.
What a great
Acuña
match.
never saw it.
15-6.
He never saw that serve.
15-6 twice.
Look at the raw emotions from Team
Impressionante.
USA.
Boy, Alex Landa.
Wow.
The match of his life, Dean.
I tell you, USA, they were outnumbered in the stands here. But on the court, the champions. And there you can see the elation coming from Alex Landa. USA's up next. The ladies and gentlemen. Paula Longoria will take on Kehlani Lawrence.
Stay with us, folks. Dean's going to interview Alex.
Yes. How do we not have the world champion here? And you saw who went right after him. The Czar.
The Czar.
Said, don't go
Cheer.
nowhere.
There'll be
don't
some
go
drug.
nowhere.
There'll be some drug testing soon.
So as Landa's going to make his way over to the winner's circle, Gary, we got to recap. We had some amazing matches yesterday, and it all started off with a fantastic one, and here we are once again. So let's all right, let's go right away. We're going to just interview Alex Landa. Alex, I'm going to bring you right over here. Come to this side. You were outnumbered in the stands, but on the court, you're the champ. How does it feel?
I just cannot believe it. Feels amazing. At age of 33, this is the biggest goal of my career. Even though I won a few titles on the IRT, this is totally different. Representing your country. I'm so proud to be part of the U.S. team. After 11 years, I'm in another World Championship. So it's been a long run, but I think it's worth the wait. It was worth the wait.
You know, you played Acuña on the IRT plenty of times, twice on the world stage. You guys were 1-1. There was a lot of respect on the court there. We can see it. We can feel it. What do you have to say about a player like Andres Acuña?
Yeah, I think this is like the 10th time we play. I don't know around that, but yeah, we have issues in the past. But as a professional players, we talk about it. We sit down and shake hands. And we are not the best friends, but we are friends in the tour and the IRF events everywhere. So he's a great guy. Congratulations to him. I've seen he's growing, he's raising his level in the past months, in the past year. So congratulations to Andres and all his team.
Okay, so let's just forget about the match. You're the world champ. What do you want to say? Take it away.
Oh, man. I just want to say thank you to everyone. I've been getting a lot of messages. My phone is going crazy every day. Every time I won, it feels amazing. It's an amazing feeling being a world champion. Thank you to my family, brothers, dad, mom, Daniela, all my friends back in Chihuahua texting me all the time. All the friends back in home, El Paso, Juarez, everywhere. Thank you, guys. This is for you. This is for my uncle. This is for everyone that followed my career.
World champion Alex Landa. Felicidades. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the ladies. Paola Longoria from Mexico taking on Kalani Lawrence of the United States. We'll be back right here on the International Racquetball Federation.